Okay. Lane, if that red light turns off, or Josh, I guess if you can see it.
Yeah.
I can't see it, but if you can and it turns off, like wave at me or something, because that's pretty important.
I'll try not to kick it.
Cool.
Well, welcome back to Jeff and Jay.
That was awkward as always. Thank you, Josh.
Trying to keep it awkward. Once again, unfortunately, Jeff can't be with us today, but Nathan, thanks for filling in.
You got it. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a great time again.
Yeah.
And here we go on the show today. We got two guests, Lane and Whitney Norberg.
On the show today.
Hello.
Yeah, we're really excited to have them here.
Good to be here.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for
having us.
joining.
Yeah, our first outside the house guests, I think. So
Yeah, we had Madison, but she lives with Nathan because they're
Yep.
married.
Yep. Thanks for specifying.
Wait, Josh lives here too?
I guess not. Well, kind of, but not really.
I feel like it sometimes.
Gotcha.
In my dreams.
And Austin, he's a good friend.
Right.
Yeah, but we're excited to have you on.
Thank you.
We got some stuff planned for you today, but I don't know if you had anything specific. I hadn't thought about anything specific to talk about with you
No,
guys.
I really didn't.
I thought that's why we came here.
To not talk about anything specific,
Right. Well, sure. Yeah.
or to talk about something
Right.
Well, I
specific.
thought, yeah.
Actually,
we have a game planned, but
we do. But really, this is pretty much the format of the podcast.
I like
is
it.
We didn't have anything
Just
planned to
jump
talk
in.
about.
it's true.
Um,
So tell us about yourselves.
Wow. Okay.
ahead,
Where do I start? From the beginning?
I don't
Please.
care.
Day one.
It was 1993, and no.
Good year.
Great year.
Well, I moved to Bozeman 7 years ago,
Nice.
2012, I guess.
Nice.
Came to school here at MSU.
Hello, audience. Quick note from the editor's room. It appears as though at this point in our podcast, the audio interface went down, leading to about 15 minutes of terrible sounding audio, which was captured by one of our camera mics. We're sorry for any inconvenience that may cause in your life, and we appreciate you sticking around. We will now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.
Graduated a few years ago, 2016.
Nice.
Let's see, timetable here. I met Josh in 2013.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Josh,
Because you both came here in 2012, right?
Right.
yes,
Yeah.
we did never. Well, okay,
I think
this
we
is
met-
this is
Okay.
debated.
This is a hot debate, actually.
Yeah, Josh claims that he met me before we moved in together in 2013. He
Yeah.
claimed that we met our freshman year, and
Right.
it never happened.
No, okay, here's what happened.
So this is a good story.
Should I listen to both sides and evaluate?
Well, there's nothing on my
no.
side because
It just didn't happen.
it didn't happen.
Okay.
But I'm convinced that this did happen. Is that spring I started texting Joel asking if he had an extra spot in his future place because I was trying to look for roommates and I had no idea who to talk to.
Yeah.
And Joel was the person that Lane and I both knew.
Okay.
I knew Joel from a few years back in high school. We played against each other in sports and went to the same camps together. And Lane and Joel played on the worship band at Cross Life together.
Okay.
So we both knew Joel. And so I'd been talking to Joel. Lane had been talking to Joel more than I'd been talking to Joel. But I kind of just squeezed my way in there as a sly dog.
And that's how you met him?
Well, no. I think what I did was on. That's just the connection.
Okay. Your mutual
So,
friend. I
yeah.
got it.
Yeah, that could have been an easy way to sum it up. So I think it was the end of the year bonfire at Cross Life.
Yeah.
Out of the Girl Ox.
I was there.
Which was
I
back
was
in
also
December.
I was also there
Yeah.
too.
And when it was, we're all there. Don't know any of us.
This is like the episode of Community where they were all at the front of the other tower and didn't know each other.
Yes, which is pretty much just what happens.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure by this point we were all decided that we're going to find a place together. And so Joel introduced me to Lane super briefly. It was dark. We were standing by the fire. I said, "Hey," and then I had to duck out. I think. But I'm pretty sure I met him.
Okay.
But Lane's
So you're
not
not even convinced that that's the thing. You're like, it was dark. You're almost defending my side.
Well, no.
It was dark. It may have
Well,
happened.
I remember Joel introduced me to somebody.
It was probably.
I'm starting to believe Lane now. I was on your side at first. I don't know why, but now I'm not.
I just don't know who else he would introduce me to at the last bonfire of the year before I leave for the whole summer.
Could it have
Maybe
been someone
just
else named Lane?
friends.
Could have been. There's been
Like
there's,
10
Yeah.
there's several others.
There was one other.
Well, that's true.
Early.
Yeah. Lane Oliver.
No, she wasn't there that.
Oh, that's true.
that
You don't
time.
know. It was dark.
2012. No.
Okay.
Who knows?
Well, it was Lane. So.
Shout out to all the lanes out there.
So I think the first time we met was when you moved in, which was the fall
Yeah.
of
And
2013.
late August.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that was it.
Okay, and when did you meet Whitney?
And I met Whitney.
I love that we spent more time talking about how.
I know. This is how it goes.
I met
Well, the
Whitney.
show is called Jif and Jash.
Yeah.
So.
Jif.
Jif.
I met Whitney in 2014, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we worked together. We were
Really?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yeah, we both
It's quite a romantic love story.
worked at the coffee pot.
What? The pot.
So Whitney
Very nice.
was like a veteran there. How long did you?
No, I'd only been there like 2 years at that point.
That's pretty good though. I feel like the
Yes,
place has a good
it's
turnover rate.
Right. And good turnovers as well.
Oh. No.
Game over.
So she was there. I just was a dishwasher. I think we had we had met before then, right?
For like
Are
a
we gonna
very
debate
awkward.
this one?
Well, no, we
This
didn't.
one happened.
It was an awkward afternoon lunch.
Oh.
Wait,
But-
just the two of you, or
It wasn't awkward
No.
between us.
It was because I thought you hated everybody. But
Let's
I don't
Some
think
truth
you were
being
there. It was
I
when
don't
Kara
think
had
so.
everybody over to her house for lunch.
Oh.
Sounds like something I would be not invited to. Yeah.
I think we were out of town. I'm not sure.
I just missed occasional things like that for some reason.
Yeah. But
Anyway,
that's
yeah.
that's.
It was a bad first impression. Let's just say that.
Oh.
Oh,
So I had some ground makeup.
Okay.
But
but
yeah, we met at the coffee pot and like
feminine.
kind of. Well, I mean, it was yes. It was like we were kind of friends for a while and just sort of hung out outside of work, but really weren't like. I don't know.
I mean, I thought he was cute, but I
Was
was
your-
like, I'm going home.
That's true. She was.
I
You were
just
planning on
graduated.
Oh, okay.
So
So-
she was. That's a good point. So she was moving back to Oregon at the end of the summer and like gonna go to school.
Grad school.
Grad school.
Nice.
And so
And then you ruined her plans.
I did.
Basically.
So that was kind of. It was like we were starting to get to know each other, but it was like. It was kind of like that. I knew that she was moving, so it was like, let's just put a
Totally.
hard stop to that.
So was the first time you guys like intentionally hung out, trying to get to know each other on purpose when we played Guinness together, or
No, it was.
okay? Because I remember getting invited to that.
That
and
was-
was kind of weird for me.
Because you didn't really
But
know
I'm
me
just
at
gonna
all.
yeah, I didn't know who you
That
were.
was the first time I met you.
Yeah, which
So-
was
I know, and that actually did happen.
This is a weird triangular relationship. I don't want to get too deep into it.
better than the first time you came to our house.
Okay.
So
Are we telling that story?
We
well,
should. I mean, that's.
I mean, it comes up often
Okay.
enough. I did use it as a sermon intro.
That's true. So
Okay.
it's out
Too.
there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
On the holiness of God, actually.
So what's this?
Okay.
The connection.
So, okay,
Who should tell it? Should you tell it?
I think
or
Josh should tell it
Okay.
because
Okay.
it's more memorable to him. Than
It is.
To me.
That's a good point.
Okay.
That's true.
it was, I don't even know when in the year it was.
I think it was like football. We
Football
were watching
season?
football. I'm pretty
I thought we were just watching a movie.
Or
sounds
maybe
right.
whatever.
I just know it was at
football.
Yes.
Could be.
Basement
The
joke.
longest yard. Go ahead.
Remember the Titans probably.
Oh, okay.
We were just staying out at our house. This was the place that Lane and I and Joel had together, and so, and we were all young bucks who never really had gals over before. Well, I
You
had.
had
So, yeah, we had friends, but it was like one of the first times feel like I remember one of us inviting a girl over that it was like, I really want to get to know this gal,
Sure.
and
Yeah,
there's
so
something
be
there.
cool.
Yeah, which I think was something Lane actually might have said.
Probably was like, okay, guys.
Be cool.
Our house already isn't that great.
And so then I'm like, you got it.
Or something.
Cool is literally my middle name. As I'm sure we'll get to know over this podcast.
Everybody knows.
So she comes over and we sit down and we're watching a TV, movie, football, I don't know, something. And I'm kind of in this chair, kind of like this setup now where they're on the sofa and I'm in a chair next to them.
Mhm.
And I'm just super relaxed at the house, like kick back, it's the weekend.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna just be taking it
I
easy.
feel like I know where this is going.
Yeah, you can already tell.
Sort of bodily function.
Nailed it. So I do decide that I should just let one rip because I'm hanging at the home, no one's here, just the dudes. And then like
Thanks, Josh.
and it's a pretty loud one, I think. Like I just let her go.
Okay.
And then like my eyes just open up super wide. Probably in the middle of the fart actually, because I'm like, Whitney's right next to me.
And I think it was
Literally
I think it was
right
the
next to
setup.
me.
It was like me and then you. So you were sitting next
Yeah,
to
I was
Josh.
sitting
It wasn't
next
like
to
Yeah.
I was.
Josh,
It was like
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean right.
It was
So
close,
it was
yeah.
like she was literally right next to me. I'm like, Lane said be cool.
And I already messed it up.
Completely.
It honestly was like, it was kind of relief because I was like, I am untouchable now because I can pretty much do anything embarrassing and it will never be as bad.
true.
That's why.
That's-
Yo, does this explain the Josh, all his roommates getting married phenomenon?
I don't know.
That may have cursed you for just
Yeah.
for the
So
next.
true.
You know, I think it's just like they get used to seeing that guy around me, and they're kind of like, yeah, this guy's a solid dude.
Comparison.
Just like if we evaluate all of the guys in this circle right now, this one's pretty eligible, especially compared to Josh.
So you gotta find your own Josh.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
true.
Ooh.
Which
I
I'm
think-
moving in with Scott Stevenson, so
Oh, that's
Oh, hey.
fingers crossed.
boy.
here.
Shout out to Scott. Just threw him under the bus.
I don't know if you'll ever watch
Scott
this.
Ross, but
We love Scott.
yeah.
You should make them watch this one.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, let's see. So you guys met
We met.
in 2014,
Mhm.
had an awkward first lunch, and then a really awkward first hanging out with Josh.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
with Josh. Yeah.
Okay.
But we watched the Lego movie for.
That was the first.
Nice.
That's true.
Yeah.
Mine was Frozen.
Oh.
So,
mhm.
good company there.
Yes. Yes.
That's a great movie, though, honestly.
It was, and I
It
had
was
never
great.
seen it, and that was kind of like his way in.
Yeah.
I feel like because he was like, "You have to see it," and
Yep.
so it
Nice.
just worked out. Yeah.
I like that.
I think our first like time we hung out that was like.
Like dating, or not dating, but
Not
like,
just dating, but it was like, was like you had some friends over, or stuff. You had the Joneses over,
yes,
family
all the
over,
chats.
and we were playing things, the game of things, I think.
Sure.
Playing a board game with their whole family. And I kind of didn't really know that it was, I don't remember, you probably just told me who it was, who we were
Yeah.
hanging out with. But I kind of just
Well,
thought it
'cause
was
you
like a
didn't
bunch of
realize.
different people,
Yeah.
but it was just like her
Just
and then
them.
like one family. And the Jones are awesome, they're super
Yeah.
fun to hang out with. But it was like, I think I was working too. I had just got off work and I came over and it was like just the Joneses and I was like, oh, this looks like intentional.
Introducing him to the family.
And it was super fun. And then like they left and I like hung around and talked. We like talked for a little bit and I was like, oh.
And that was when they knew too, because they like
Yeah.
drove away and saw you talking.
Was that pre or post your decision to stay? Do you remember?
I honestly don't. Probably pre.
So you decided to stay not because of Lane.
I mean,
Or, oh, okay.
now that I'm married and I can tell him the truth, probably part of it was because of him.
Nice.
Though I mean, there was other reasons too.
Like Josh.
Like Josh.
Yeah. How did you?
It was
No.
pretty funny, like at the time though, like hearing you explain that to other people,
I
like
know,
why
it
you
was
stayed.
hard.
Because I'd always be like, I wonder if, because it seemed like things were like kind of moving.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
It's like, and there's like, it's just like hearing her explain like, yeah, I just feel like the Lord wants me here and all this stuff, and I would be like,
Sure.
Which he did, obviously,
Oh, yeah.
right? I mean,
The Lord
it wasn't
and
a
Lane.
lie.
I think the real answer was the Lord and
The
Lane.
Lord through Lane, maybe.
But that's better than being like, I'm staying here for Lane because then, like, if you guys
Yeah.
were just dating
Yeah,
and
oh,
broke
yeah.
up, you'd be like, that'd be the
That would
Lord.
be
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we weren't dating yet, so yeah, it was
No.
it was weird,
Nice.
but yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad I did.
And you guys got married in.
2016.
16.
Yeah, you guys are coming up on 2 years this
We
summer.
are
Yeah.
My dog.
fast approaching.
So, speaking of that, we have a game that we want to play with you guys.
Okay.
Whitney doesn't know anything about this.
No, I'm so nervous.
So, it's kind of like the Newlyweds game, but not
Sure.
really. We're pitting you against Josh to see who knows Lane better.
Yes.
So-
Because
Yeah.
I'm genuinely so
As-
excited about
as we've already kind of pretty much just set it up, I lived with Lane for 3 years, and you've been married to him for 2.
Less than 2.
Ooh,
So-
yes,
so
you
who
actually
knows
have
him
lived
better?
with him.
Potentially.
true.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is I have clipboards with paper on them for the 3 of you, and then I'm going to ask a question, and all 3 of you are going to write down your response. You're going to write down
Okay.
the actual answer, obviously, because you're Lane. And then you guys are going to show, all 3 of you will show your ansers, and then if there's a clear winner, obviously, the clear winner will get a point. If there's like a tie, I guess, if you're at the exact same thing, that's right. You'll both get a point. And then if it's pretty subjective, we can have Austin and Madison and my dog weigh in and see who thinks It's closer. So,
Yeah.
Sweet.
anyways,
It's
all
gonna be
right.
a good time. You
It's
ready?
not
Wayne?
Josh.
Okay.
All right.
I see.
So
That's cool.
here you go.
Excellent.
Got some clipboards.
Sweet, thanks.
I hope we
Because-
don't just like all write different answers for every question.
I
Yeah,
hope
that's
we
gonna
do.
be-
That would, that would be strange.
Okay, so I have a list of questions on my laptop here from various websites. You'd be shocked at the amount of inappropriate questions people are willing to ask at a wedding for the newlyweds game.
That's
There's a lot of
incredible.
garbage to
Yeah.
filter
I hope you
through.
don't know those things about him.
Don't worry.
Yeah. He knows everything. Okay,
What don't I know about Lane?
Oh gosh.
so I'm gonna, let's see. I don't know, I'm just gonna kind of shuffle through these, I guess.
Okay, sounds good.
Because a lot of them are similar because I wrote them all in different state of mind. So, okay, number one, okay, we're starting off hard.
Okay.
What is the most used app on Lane's phone?
Oh, does he even know this?
Which app does he use the most?
Yeah, I don't even-
And I feel like we can, if it's similar, this is gonna be great for audio listeners. Just pens, Sharpies on the paper. All right, are you all
Are we
right?
showing
I should've wrote
just
bigger.
cameras?
Yeah, I guess the cameras.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. It's
Oh.
the Lane. Okay. All right. I should have a scorecard going. All right, Lane.
Nice.
Or no, Lane's not getting points.
Whitney.
Whitney,
How do
Josh.
I win?
All right, so you both get a point for that.
Me.
That's. I feel like that's what I was
And
thinking
Josh,
too.
honestly.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good one. Okay. Let's see. There may not be an answer to this. I just wrote a bunch of these down. What was Lane's childhood nickname, if any? And I think none is an appropriate answer if there's not one. I don't
Okay.
know. I'm freestyling here.
I'm also freestyling.
I don't even know. What do I write?
I'm worried this is going to end up in a tie. Just in general.
I'm confident in my abilities right now.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Oh, wow.
What did you write?
Lanerade and Mighty Mouse.
I didn't really have one. Mighty Mouse was like a year in high school, but it wasn't like when I was a kid.
I don't know.
That's not a
I'm
great.
going to say none for
Okay.
no.
Yeah, it was not. So I get a point in number 2.
Okay, I'll give Lane.
Lanerade
He's
is
like
actually.
desperately wants to win. I almost
That's
said
just
later,
something
but
that
I
Dylan
thought
calls
it
me.
was-
That
That's
has
just
never been
Dylan?
something.
That's not childhood.
That's
Yeah,
like,
that's
I
not
think,
childhood.
because Lane's like one syllable already, so it's not.
I know
like
you can't really.
I would count high school as childhood though, but
It wasn't.
I guess
nobody
not.
really called. There was like one guy who was like, "You're Mighty Mouse," and it was like, no.
That's a great name.
So,
Lane and the Mighty Mice. New band.
oh,
Portland.
dang.
Okay, moving right along. Question number 3. What is Lane's...
Oh.
What did I ask? Oh,
You haven't yet.
okay. Question number 3.
Yeah.
What is Lane's favorite movie?
if you guys both don't get this, I'm very outspoken about this.
Lego movie, guys.
Well, I think
Don't give away the
I know the real answer, but I'm going with the right answer.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
There's only one answer.
Oh my goodness. Alright. Josh says Troll Hunter. Whitney says Finding Nemo.
I know the real answer.
Lane is Finding
Oh
Nemo.
my goodness.
Does-
Troll Hunter is an excellent film, but it does not.
It is not.
Okay.
Finding Nemo legitimately is my favorite film, but Troll Hunter.
That's a great favorite film. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I've never seen Troll Hunter though.
Troll
Well,
Hunter.
you
You
do
don't
need
want
to,
to.
Yeah.
for sure.
I mean,
That was one of my favorite movie watching experiences. Josh and I we watched this movie. It's ridiculous. You should watch it. Oh,
Oh no.
Dang
we're
it.
gone again.
Hold on. Do you... You know, it wouldn't be the Jeff and Josh show if it...
If something didn't
Yep.
happen.
Yeah, something wrong
Yeah.
goes on. That's normal for the show.
Okay, so that was a disaster, Josh. You just had a horrific answer too.
And he knew the right answer too. So
knew it, but
that's-
But
Wanted to be funny.
he just wants me to win, I guess.
that's right.
That's
I'm,
nice of
I'm
you.
trying to play
Make
nice.
up from your first.
I'm trying to
impression.
play nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, question number 4. What is the worst smell that Lane has ever encountered?
Ooh.
It's hitting some deep cuts here.
I don't know if anybody's gonna get this one.
I don't think I am.
I'm looking at his answer.
But
I don't
I'm
know about
standing
that.
by my
That's pretty
answer.
specific, Lane. Okay, three.
It really is.
3, 2, 1. Oh my word!
I
What did you
almost,
write?
Josh, I almost went there.
Oh, you did?
Rotten potatoes.
But
and
one
Oh,
sour.
time
that
I had
was
to
bad.
move. One time I had to
Okay.
move a dead sheep that had been in the sun for 3 days.
Yeah.
Oh,
I do
boy.
really
See, I
like
was-
that
that was
story.
the
That would. I was
Yeah.
really hoping that this.
That came into my mind.
I'm
though.
giving Josh
if
a
you
point.
hadn't had that experience, I was
Yes.
hoping this would come to mind.
That honestly was really bad. I
Yeah.
thought of that first, but then I thought of the sheep, and it just took me
Whitney,
back.
rude answer.
That was
But
rude,
fair.
but funny.
Fair also.
Appreciate the
because
comedy.
Lane got mad at me.
I'm
so
gonna
many
go.
Times.
I'm gonna go horizontal now.
Okay.
Someone else is doing that.
Yeah.
It's just easier to like
I
write
know.
big,
Right
you
back.
know.
I don't know why
Yeah.
I did that.
It's okay.
Okay. Let's see.
Is there a score yet?
Yeah,
Whitney
it's
has
2
one.
to 1, I guess.
Okay.
All right. Question number 5, I think. Okay, this one is a great question. This is a yes or no question. If Lane was given an all expenses paid trip to Cleveland, would he take it?
That's such a weird question.
I
The
love
internet
it.
provides. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Oh, everybody says yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, all expensive.
Whoa, come on, yeah.
Who
Okay.
cares?
Cleveland's
Stay in a
alright.
hotel.
Yeah, I was thinking about.
Maybe bump into LeBron till he moves to Philly.
I know. I was thinking about that when I were like putting the questions when I was putting the questions together. That like it depends on the season probably.
Yeah.
Like if
true,
I
that's
have to
true.
go in the winter, I probably wouldn't.
Right. Maybe fall might be pretty. You never
Okay.
know.
mean,
Question.
Traveling anywhere is just cool. I mean,
Yeah.
It's true.
You
For
don't have to
free.
pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Good
true.
food.
I should have gone to somewhere worse than Cleveland.
Yeah.
Okay. Question number 6, I think, or whatever. Who is Lane's celebrity crush?
I hate this question.
I
don't know if it's changed though, because I only asked him this once, and I was mad at him for 3 days.
Oh no, I hope I'm not
No, it's fine. I
causing
don't
problems in your
care.
marriage on the podcast.
I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure Lane and I agreed on this. So fingers crossed.
I'm not really even
Python.
sure if I'm spelling this correctly.
Oh boy. I think
We're
okay.
giving stuff away now.
3,
Yeah.
2, 1.
Hey,
Scarlett Johansson.
I knew. I don't think I spelled it right either.
Do we get 3 different spellings of that?
Most
Possibly.
likely. Most likely.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Question
I knew-
number.
I knew from your reaction. I was like,
That was maybe a divisive question. I don't know if I should ask
It's
that.
fine. I'm
What-
over it.
she just hates her. So
Oh,
I
gotcha.
don't hate her as a person. I
you do.
don't know her, so
You hate.
I don't
you
like
hate
her as an
that Lane
actor.
has a crush on her.
Sure.
Yeah, she asked me, and then I
she's
told
like
her.
the one female actress that like every girl hopes their husband doesn't have a crush on.
Really?
Is that true?
Yeah.
Is that
Madison? Is that true?
Madison
Madison's all
says
right.
no.
No.
I wouldn't know. I
Okay.
have a crush
We
on
better
her,
move
so-
on.
Yeah, we gotta. Okay, we'll get around that one. Number 7, I think. What is Lane's favorite Nintendo game?
I think I'm writing my answers before Lane is.
You.
I really have no idea.
We might go.
Lane, don't let me down. Don't let me down, bro.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Oh my
Oh
word!
wow, Whitney.
Whitney's
Strong.
I did not know if Whitney was gonna get that. That was
Neither
good.
did
I did
That was
write super
excellent.
and
Smash
Whitney
Bros.
Oh,
didn't
you're
go.
right.
I'd still give him Whitney a point. I'm
Okay,
sorry,
that's
Josh.
fair.
What did you write?
Same thing.
Super
Oh, you
Smash
did.
Bros. But
Yeah.
same thing, right? Or
Yep.
was there Smash Bros before Super Smash
No,
Bros?
it's always been super.
It's always
Yeah,
been
it's
super.
That's what I thought.
It's always been super.
Okay. Let's
There's
see.
never been an average Smash Bros.
Let's go with something easy. What is Lane's favorite flavor of ice cream?
Oh, I don't know if
I don't know if that's easy. That just felt like an easy question to me.
I don't
Yeah, it
know.
seems like
I
an
know
easy
what
question.
you've told me before, but I guess you could change. Better not change.
This morning you picked a new one.
It does change a lot.
Does.
I'm,
There's
Depending
so
on the
many
season,
flavors.
I know.
mean, yeah.
I'm just trying to go back to what you bought most often when we were in college.
Okay.
See, I feel like I have like
Same, like,
5
Ah,
favorites.
Fingers
dang it,
crossed
I already,
that-
I know I got
All
it
right,
wrong.
3, 2,
well.
1.
Oh.
Oh
wow.
3 different answers.
Interesting.
What did you write? Cookie dough? Oh,
Cookie
nice.
dough.
So does
You
Lane
said
get a
it
point
was
for that one?
I
Moose
have said
track.
moose track in the past.
Lane gets a point.
Sweet.
All right,
I just want to
Lane.
win. I don't
I
care.
feel like this game is really hard for Lane to win.
It
I
is.
mean, he could just trick us and
Yeah.
lie about everything.
Okay, next question. This may be one of the most important questions to know about somebody, especially before you date them. So hopefully Whitney knows this. Does Lane like the toilet paper roll over or under?
Mm. Such a good question.
Such a good question.
I
I feel like probably both of you should
you
know
should.
this. My wife knows how I feel about this,
Yeah.
very much so.
Whitney seems to be writing a book over here.
Yeah, I don't really know
Which
what.
is incredible because it's one word.
Does she feel strongly about this?
I think she's.
All right, 3, 2, 1. He doesn't care
I
as
knew
long
you
as
were
it's
gonna
on over and over.
So
I'm gonna
this
give
is-
that to Josh.
I knew
Yeah,
it was
that's-
over,
yeah,
but
so-
it's actually true.
So Whitney has this thing where she doesn't replace the toilet paper on the thing, but what she will do is she will get the toilet paper out of the cupboard, set it
And
right
rest
next
it on
to
the
it,
thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
and not put
I
it
know because
on.
I'm lazy.
It takes 3
Yeah.
seconds. We've
No, I'm
argued about this
sorry.
several times.
See, I think for me, I am adamant that it needs to go over because
That's the right
I like
under-
over too. I knew it was over.
and Madison doesn't care, right? She's just completely ambivalent.
As
So
long as there's toilet paper
it's random
available,
every time the toilet paper gets
right?
put on. But I went and I found the original patent for toilet paper,
And
and in
it's
the diagram,
over.
it's over.
Yes,
Oh,
I've seen
okay.
that.
So-
I remember when
So,
we lived
proof
with Joel,
positive.
I think Joel does under,
Really?
Oh my gosh.
and it drove me
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah.
I would legitimately swap it in the middle
Yeah,
of
flip it over,
just like,
do
nope.
it. Which, yeah, I mean, it's like it's easy enough to do it. I
Right.
honestly don't care anymore.
Yeah.
But if you're not in a war with someone who's flipping it over, it's nice that Madison doesn't care.
But sometimes
Yeah.
you get in someone's house and they have it sideways.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
just on a-
Oh,
just
that's
on a
weird.
little-
Yeah, I hate
Oh.
those.
Yeah.
So then,
My grandma had it
It's so
under
hard
like a
to
little
tear.
knitted hat on her top of her toilet tape.
oh man.
Did she knit that?
She knitted a little
That's
cover
awesome.
thing. Yeah,
That's
it was great.
incredible.
Okay,
Way to go,
moving on. Let's see. I don't know if there's an answer to this question, but I'm curious. What movie does Lane refuse to watch?
Boy, I don't know if there is. An
Or I guess if there's not an answer to that, like something that he did watch and absolutely hated.
Oh.
There's.
I was gonna say one. There was one
Oh,
we
I
just
have one.
discussed, but then he actually just watched it.
Okay.
I really have no idea what to answer for this.
Sorry, Josh.
I don't know if you really like. Do you actually hate any movies?
Man, there's one that well, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
don't tell me.
Okay,
I'm just
just
gonna
write
write-
something.
Yeah, I'm
We
just
gotta have
gonna
an
write
answer
something
here.
down. I'm just gonna throw a movie name out there.
Passing
No
is
one's
not
gonna
an
get
option.
this.
I have no idea.
I've never heard of that movie.
Not really.
Really.
It's pretty new.
Okay.
We don't know.
Okay. All right.
I'm afraid Whitney's writing it down. Actually.
I'm not actually.
All right,
I
3,
didn't write anything.
2, 1.
Troll 2.
Troll 2, any chick flick, or The Mountain Between Us.
Remember
is
that
the
movie?
real
Oh,
answer.
yeah,
It was
that
horrible.
That was pretty horrible.
I thought you might think of that because that was the only movie in recent memory that I was
Yeah.
like, nope.
I forgot about
was
that one.
after it was done, I was like, I
I
just
didn't
wasted
feel quite
my
so
life.
passionately about it as you did.
I
I mean, it
hated
wasn't
it.
my favorite, but
Okay, I have just a couple more guys. I think maybe like 2 or 3.
This is a high scoring.
Trolls 2 was a good
It's
answer.
currently
That's mine.
Josh 6, Whitney 5, Lane 3.
Yeah, dang it,
Yes.
Josh.
Okay.
So
Come on now.
I
All
need
right.
to be more specific.
this is all right. These are the good ones, the juicy ones. Number 1 of the juicy ones. How did Lane decide whether or not to skip intro to coaching?
Oh, this is interesting.
I don't
This is
think
a
I
deep
know
cut
this.
here.
This isn't fair. I didn't know him back then.
This seems like that's a little stacked. Like, how did you get this question kind of thing? But whatever.
I don't know. I just know you really well, I guess.
He's just good at writing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No idea.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, she got it.
I did.
Okay.
I just guessed a way to guess. I don't know.
All right, that's pretty good.
Thank you.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
All right, next.
Yes, that's a
I
true
need to hear
absolute
that story
fact.
at some
was
point.
Lane and I went
You
to
flipped a
have
coin to the
Hated
side.
that class. Flipped
Yeah.
a
I
coin
think-
not every time.
But I think one time we flipped the coin and said we had to go.
It's a
and
way to go. And we
said-
stayed. We didn't even
That's
like flip
great.
it again. Like, oh, maybe then we were like, no, we don't want to
Actually,
go.
no.
Because we were so torn where it's like,
Yeah.
we need to go because it's the right thing to do.
And
but
grades,
I don't
but
want to
no.
go. And so, like, we were so torn. And then in the air, I think we both decided, I don't want to go
Yep,
to this class.
that's the beauty of flipping a coin is it really shows you what you
What you
want.
want.
Yeah.
Whichever side you're hoping it
Or
lands
you
on.
really, which
Yeah.
obviously
Yeah.
we were hoping.
And then there were
didn't
some times
go.
we would cheer when we got what the coin flip
Yeah.
we wanted,
Yeah.
which
Nice.
was to stay.
Always to stay.
It was bonding.
Yeah.
We had a lot of
Good.
big moments.
That's great. Juicy question number 2. How many books did Lane read completely in American History 1?
Oh,
I'm impressed that you actually know the answers to these.
I know everything.
I'm trying to remember though because
Read the
like
que-
completely
read-
like read all
read
the
the
way
whole-
through.
Read all the way through.
I don't remember.
How does Nathan know this and you don't?
I did some research, guys.
That's impressive.
You call him his
Thank
old
you.
professor.
He got a hold of Bradford. actually.
Is that the professor for that
was
class?
our TA.
TA. Okay.
His name was actually Reed, but we called him Bradford.
Okay.
Because, well, his middle name was Reed, and that's what he wanted to go by.
Yeah.
But then he sillily said that his
Silly.
All right, yours.
foolishly said his name
Let's
was
go.
Bradford.
3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
They all got it. No.
I thought I may have read
I
one,
love that you guys both wrote 0.
but maybe not. I
Okay.
think that was another class.
I think
Just
there was
knowing
probably-
how much
there was one class that I read the book. Man.
yeah, it wasn't.
And I was proud.
It wasn't American history.
You're right.
All right, last question, and it is a juicy one. What did Lane call the shortcut to MSU from the old apartment?
Oh, that's so.
Oh, I have no
Important.
idea. This is not fair. Why don't you ask some like married question
Because that's not
that
fair.
Josh wouldn't know?
All right,
I,
wait.
Does
He's
spelling
still
count?
drawing.
Sorry, it's illustration.
Oh,
Okay.
that makes sense.
3, 2, what?
love that.
Question mark. The hypotenuse. Fantastic.
Yeah.
And there's an
Why?
illustration there.
That is the hypotenuse.
Was it really like a
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was so you have. Oh, see, this is why I drew a.
Right,
Well, let's
thank
see
you.
here if I can. It would be like this. So this is. I gotta do it to the camera. So this was College Street. This was 11th. We lived on 16th down here, and now where that huge parking lot is, there. Where at the time there was just a big field and there was just a big trail, and so we just cut across.
I'm impressed
It
that
was
you
the
called
shortest.
it the hypotenuse.
I think Joel coined it.
That's
a
pretty
great-
smart.
It was,
Yeah.
and we were like, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Nice.
So every day we'd be like, "Oh, you got home early or whatever." It's like, "Yeah, I took
The
time."
hypotenuse.
Look how smart.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so final score was Josh
Wow.
Dang
9,
it.
Whitney 7,
Whitney.
Lane 3.
Good
All
game.
right. Good job.
Thank you everyone for participating. Thank
What
you,
fun.
Josh, for helping me write the questions.
I was wondering.
Stacking it against Whitney.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah,
Well,
he,
yeah.
he came over early and wrote a bunch of questions with me.
How
You
did you
guys
come up with
suck.
that? Those
I did not
questions?
know you guys took intro to coaching, so that was a great question.
Yeah, the hypotenuse was one I thought maybe you would know,
Yeah. Just use a math term.
but
No.
I probably
So-
said it and you were like, "You're stupid."
Whitney, I want you to know you shouldn't feel bad because you actually got like 50 to 80% of the questions that Josh wrote.
Josh was
Really?
that were supposed to be
yeah, I was trying to
unguessable.
do some stacked questions.
Yeah.
He was supposed to beat you by way more than that.
Awesome.
So that's
Okay.
pretty
yeah,
good.
the flipping a coin. That was. I mean,
That was-
I guess
I feel
flipping a
better
coin
about
is
it.
kind of a generic way
Yeah.
to make
But-
decisions.
But still,
Yeah.
I don't think I would have written that down, to be
No.
honest.
Nope.
I would have thought of something weirder.
Yeah.
So that was great.
Thank you. Thank you.
It was a good time.
All right. Well, I think now we might have a special part of our podcast where we have Lane perform a musical number if
okay.
you'd like to. Only if
I
you'd like
can.
to.
My guitar is
If you want
on
to
the other side of the house.
plug your
Yeah.
music a little bit too.
Sure.
Maybe yeah.
To
say
our
what we're gonna
27
be
guys,
doing.
27 viewers on the first episode.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's not
High
bad.
traffic.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Alrighty, well, this is a pretty new song. I think a lot of you have heard it, except I think just you, actually, Nathan, is the only one that's haven't heard it, I think. I haven't done it at a show. I did it at the talent show at Cross Life, and I've done it at maybe Cold Smoke last time, but I haven't done it too much. So this is a song about the prodigal son, and it's just about encountering God's love and being just kind of amazed that God would love such a person, such as myself, with considering all the things that I've done and how undeserving that I am. So you can't get this song on Spotify, but you can get some other music on iTunes and Spotify and pretty much anywhere else online that you can get music. So you do. Yep, that'll work. That will not. I don't want to know. It'll come up when you search that, so don't search that. But anyway, this song's called Me the Prodigal. Why do you run to me? Why do you put your arms around me? Don't you know what I've done? Don't you know what I've become? 'Cause I was hiding in the darkness when you showed me the light, running straight to hell
when you turned my blind sight. Now I'm alive and breathing, oh, you have set me free. And I am left here wondering why you chose to save me, the prodigal. Me, the prodigal. Why do you love me? How could you forgive me? I don't deserve a love like this, when all I've been is Judas's kiss. 'Cause I was hiding in the darkness when you showed me the light, running straight to hell when you turned my blind sight. Now I'm alive and breathing, oh, you have set me free. And I am left here wondering why you chose to save me, the prodigal. Oh, me, the prodigal. The sheep that went astray, turned aside to my own way, but you looked upon my helpless case, oh, the depths of endless grace. You left your throne at God's right hand, took on flesh, became a man, the perfect lamb without a stain, lived to take my sinful pain. The God of life condemned to die, and I was screaming crucified. You bore the wrath, you took my shame, salvation by no other name. Now worship our victorious King, 'cause death has finally lost its sting. You shattered sin and you beat the grave, and I can't believe that you forgave me, the prodigal. Me, the prodigal. Me, the prodigal. Me, the prodigal.
Thank you so much, Lade. Hey,
Wow.
thank you guys.
So good.
That was fantastic. Alrighty, I think that's all the time we got for today. But thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thanks
thank you,
for having
Lane,
us.
for being on. Really appreciate it.
Yep.
And to our 27 viewers.
Appreciate you guys watching.
Yeah.
27 and counting.
And counting.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right.
We'll see you next week.